Still nothing. I should be there. I should be there now. I think the refresh helped. I will check now the different locations. Please let me know if you can see me and you can hear me. Okay, Jessica says that she can see me and hear me. That's wonderful. Out of the 3 locations, at least one is working. Rachel sees me on YouTube. Claire is here. Susan is here. And Antoinette and Robin and Malia and Susan and Montaigne and Sheila and Lita and Yosin and Linda. Lovelies, if you are watching from the Beading School Facebook Club, then again, I have difficulties keeping an eye on the comments. So I would recommend switching to YouTube or switching to the Beading School Facebook page, because I have 2 screens now, and my main screen shows me the comments from YouTube and from the Facebook page, and my other window shows me the club, and it's just incredibly complicated to keep an eye on my beading, on the illustrations, on the comments on 2 places. So if it's possible for you, then please head over to YouTube or head over to the Facebook page, and that helps me a lot to keep everything organized and to make sure that I can answer your questions, because there is a risk now that I will not notice them on Facebook, in the Facebook club. I would love to greet everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. And we are going to be this beautiful sparkly motif designed by Susie. And all the ingredients, they come from Heather's winter box still, or from your own stash if you prefer it that way. Since I used up already my pear drops for something else, then I have an alternate color combination ready, and I will show it to you, and I will bead a 3rd color combination during our video. Friendly warning. I might need to run down to greet the FedEx guy. I'm fully dressed. I know a few days ago that I wrote you about my postman and ship and FedEx guy deliveries in the Beading School Club. Well, today I'm fully dressed, but still it will be incredibly important for me to get the package, because it's coming from the treasury and it's big and nice and full of wonderful stuff. And Adam is not at home. I'm on my own. And my FedEx guy usually comes around lunch, and today he's late. And of course, it's 5, it's now scheduled for exactly this time. So I apologize in advance if that happens. And yeah, let's look into the material lists. Just a moment. So I also put on the screen first the big picture of Susie's super nice pendant. It can actually also be an earring. And she made, if you download the tutorial from noonehastobedalone.com, it's already waiting there for you in the usual way. Then you will see at the last page that Susie made some nice ideas for you in her illustration program, how you can join the components into a bracelet even. And I really, really like that idea. I wish I had the time to make so many components for a full bracelet, because this is perfect. This is so blingy and sturdy and square shaped, so it's easy to connect the motifs into a bracelet. But as you can see, it can also go on top of a filigree. So that's how Susie made her pendant. And I'm so happy that finally even the late winter boxes, winter tail boxes are landing now. Usually it takes only about a week tops even for the boxes to reach even or USA beading friends, but now because of Black Friday and Thanksgiving and everything, holidays, it's a lot slower these days, unfortunately. It's just in November, December, and otherwise I would say it's super fast. Sometimes USA bidders even say that our packages come to them faster than within the country, but from a different state. So don't worry, it's just temporary. And back to Susie's motif. So this is how it looks like on a filigree, on the winter tail filigree to be specific. And I will also show you mine, just a moment, because for some reason my hand camera also didn't stopped working, so I need to fix it. Just a sec. But I have it now. So I wanted to show you how my proof beaded version came out. So this is how it looks like. I fixed it on a filigree brooch base, and I used air blue opal teardrop cabochons, and then the Chaton Montees. They are fuchsia in gold settings. And now the Chaton Montees, they are available for everyone in the bead shop for 2 days. Or Advent Calendar beaders had first dibs and an exclusive access to the Chaton Montees, but now everyone can access them. And the teardrops, you need to be a little bit more patient for them to come in different colors, but I can promise they are coming. One color is definitely not enough. Molly, thank you so much that you find it pretty. I'm also happy with how it came out. I used the same 4mm bicone beads coming from the box, and also the tiny rhinestone in the middle, and the seed beads are also coming from the box. So actually I changed only the color of the teardrops. But to be specific also to those bidders who don't know the sizes yet, then the 4 beautiful fuchsia thingies on the edge, they are Chaton Montees from Preciosa. So they have like a higher setting, giving different possibilities compared to Suwon rhinestones. If I used Suwon rhinestones for the same motif, then it would need a lot more stabilizing. But since the setting of the Chaton Montees is pretty much of the same height or very similar than the other glass cabochons, then they are easier to join together, and the whole thing is just so sturdy. You will see it when you finish beading it, and it's even fast beading. Susie said that she timed it and she beaded it in about 30 minutes. So a bracelet is also very doable. Or of course a pair of earrings or necklace or brooch as mine. I'm planning to make some Christmas gifts because I need so little material for this, and it's so fast. So I think my friends will receive different colors of these. And yeah, back to the material list. So 4 pieces of the 6mm Chaton Montees from Preciosa. Then you also need 7 times 10mm teardrop cabochons in metal claw settings. And actually, I also have a good one from Susie. She told me that she accidentally had a chipped one of these, but my FedEx guy is here. Sorry, ladies, I will be back in a second. Beads are coming. I'm back, I have it. And Miriam, this time it's a different postman. He's new, it seems. I haven't met him before. I have my beautiful package. So let's start reading, and afterwards I can open it. So, and thank you, Claire. Thank you. Okay, even my voice is like, yeah, there is a bead package. Okay, start beading. First beading today. Yeah. So, where was I? Chaton Montee. And then and 7 times 10 millimeter pear drop shaped glass cabochons, 4 pieces for each motif. And Zuzi had achieved one, and she hid it under the bicone bead. So even if you have an accident, then this is a motif where you can mask it. Then you also need 4 pieces of 4 millimeter bicone beads. I use Preciosa, and this is the gorgeous light topaz 2 times AB color that actually Heather introduced to me. I haven't used this color before, and I really got to love it. One problem, ladies, that I somehow dragged my thread and needle with me when I ran out, so I need to search for that. Hopefully I'm not sitting on it. It's just, I just dropped it. It was under my seat. And then in the middle, there is a 2.8 millimeter Preciosa Suwon rhinestone, or Chaton Montee. You can also call it Chaton Montee. And I discovered when I was looking for different color combinations before the video that I have only 3 colors from this: the light topaz and the ruby and the fuchsia, and I need more. So I will do some more bead shopping after no one has to bead alone. Since I'm in Amsterdam and the treasury is in Slovakia, then I'm doing bead shopping in the same way as you ladies do. So yeah, I have the pleasure of bead shopping and then receiving beady packages in the same way as you do. Thank you, Claudia. And Monten says we can open afterwards my package together. I might have some secret stuff there, so I need to be very careful what I'm showing. But actually, if we are fast today, and then I can show you some stuff, because I have like lots of boxes laying around actually, from which I can show you things. And maybe even if you let me know afterwards that what would you like to see better, then I might have more. And totally, I was so like how you say it, teleurgesteld. Do we have a Dutch-speaking person here? Sometimes words don't come in the right language. Disappointed by myself that why do I have only 3 colors? That's like a nonsense. I have to make it right. So, and then just a few pieces. Oh, thanks, Kimberly, for letting me know. And we also need just a few pieces of round Miyuki seed beads, some round 15s and some round 11s. So again, I hate it when it happens that I have a bag and there are like 5 pieces of round 11s sitting in it, and then like, what do I do with that? Like, this is a motif where you can use them. Anyway, let's start beading. I will now remove my face, and please let me know if you will still be able to see me and hear me, because my microphone is now the face microphone and I have to connect to a different one afterwards, so I hope it will be all right still. So I hope you can hear me, and I will now remove the material list and I will show you the first picture. So this is how the first step looks like. And I know that these are not yet available in the bead shop, so I hope that you can deal with the bead jealousy, but I have 4 beautiful pieces of Bermuda blue teardrops in this tiny size that became a recent favorite. Okay, Rachel says all is well, so let's start beading. So I have these Bermuda blue ones, and in the first step I will connect the 4 pieces of the Bermuda blue teardrops with the thin side pointing towards the middle of the square, always through the inside hole with some round 11 seed beads in between. So I pick up a round 11, then I bead through the through the hole in the thin side, and I repeat this 3 more times. So round 11 and then teardrop, round 11, teardrop, round 11, teardrop. And sorry, you don't need 4, but I think 8 pieces of the round 11, so a little bit more, but still a tiny amount. So this is what I have on my thread and needle. Again, the thread and needle are my usual ones. The fire line in the 0.012 millimeter size for LB, and the size 11 tulip beading needle. And I need to create a sturdy base for the middle of my motif. So what I'm doing here is that I bead through all the beads and cabochons, same holes of the cabochons, one more time. And when I do the same kind of thread pass with some smaller beads, then I go right away through the very first bead for a third time too. But now I stop for a moment where my tail thread and where my working end meet, and I tie 2 knots. To make this super strong and sturdy. Don't pull it entirely. What is a good test how much you need to pull in these kinds of situations is that put down your motif on your bead mat and gently tap on it, and then you know how much you need to pull in order to keep everything neat and tight, but also flat. And then after this knot, I bead also through the very first round 11 seed bead that I added in this step. Well, the very first round 11 seed bead that I picked up during this step. And then I can switch to the second one. And this is an incredibly clever move, how Zuzi made everything really well connected. And please take a close look. And I will also try to like keep everything nicely under the camera so it's not blurry. So what she did was that she looped the thread over the closest two prongs to the seed bead that she's exiting. I'm doing the same, of course, and then I bead through the same seed bead one more time, and then moving to the same to the next bead in the same situation. So I'm exiting the round 11, and then I hook my thread over the closest claw of the next cabochon, and I'm also looping my thread over the closest loop of the previous cabochon. So you see that this way the claws, they come together like super close. And then I bead through this size 11 seed bead. Zuzi's just joined in the club. I see her and I see some comments, but I have to say that I just want to repeat for all latecomers that I have to have two screens because of the Facebook glitches, and it is complicated for keeping an eye at the same time on the Facebook page and on the club and on YouTube. So I don't always see the Facebook club comments. I'm trying to see all the Facebook page comments and the YouTube comments, but I can't guarantee the Facebook club comments. So please head over to the Facebook page or to the YouTube channel to make it easier. I'm doing the same in this situation, in this next position. Oh, Brit Marie said that it was blurry, then I need to do it 2 more times, so hopefully my camera will pick it up better. So my thread is exiting the round 11, and I hook my thread on the claw, on the nearest claw of the next cabochon, and also I hook my thread under the nearest claw of the previous cabochon. And then I bead through a round 11, a teardrop, and the fourth last round 11 that needs this type of sturdiness. How is this going, ladies? Were you able to catch it from the video? Okay, Kimberly says that it's not as blurry anymore. Great. So third time, I'm also adjusting a bit my lamps. So I am exiting the round 11, and then I loop my needle on this claw. When I pull it, then there is like a little, when it really slides under the claw and the cabochon. I also loop it here. And when I'm done with this fourth connection, then I finish this step by beading through the same round 11, and then both holes of the next teardrop cabochon. So I continue first through the inside hole in the original direction, and then in the opposite direction through the outside hole. And if you have it in your hands now, then you will feel how incredibly sturdy this base became. And oh, Sharon, I'm sorry that you have to go. See you next week. And Niti, I'm glad that you like this solution. Also, Lita says that this is such a smart trick, and Brit Marie. So let's see what's happening in step 3 now. Oh, we are adding some Chaton Montees already. So if you don't have them yet, this is how they look like. So the close setting, it's completely closed on the back side. And what is nice, that you can bead through them this way, but also through the short side, through the corner. So it gives lots of possibilities. And in this tutorial, Zuzi is using the short crossing. So this is how I need to pick up the Chaton Montee after the teardrop. So I make a short crossing and then I bead through the teardrop. And then again, I pick up a Chaton Montee with a short crossing, so not through the whole cabochon like this, but I make a short cross and then I bead through the outside hole of the teardrop cabochon. And actually the idea for the combination of Bermuda blue and light sapphire opal, I have to say it came from Aniko Hess in the Beading School Club. A few months back, we had a butterfly pattern that was a gift to our Beading School Academy students during the Dream of Sibylla team, and Aniko made a butterfly using this color combination, and I'm still so much in love with it. Yeah, Montaigne says 2 monochrome for you. Yeah, actually super unusual for me to use monochrome. Oh my god, I'm even wearing blue today. That's indeed 2 monochrome. But I love how it's coming together. So I will actually also bead through the first 2 just to make sure that everything is sturdy. And I'm just noticing, I didn't have time to double check, but actually with Susie we made some final changes to the illustrations, and I accidentally uploaded the old version. So I will need to talk you through one of these steps, but don't worry. It will be different than on the illustration. The tutorial should be okay. And don't worry, it's an easy fix. So I will talk you through it, and it will begin in this step. So now that I beaded one more time through the first 2 rhinestones and of course the teardrop in between, I also wanted to bead through the next teardrop, and I'm turning back to the original direction. So I bead through the inside hole of the teardrop, and then I bead also through the round 11 between the 2 teardrops. And don't worry if your chaton roses are not yet super sturdy, we will fix it a little bit later. So your thread should be exiting from the round 11, but don't hook it on the claw setting as on the picture. That's my fault. I apologize for it. I uploaded the older version of the drawing. And now this one is a good version of the drawing. And Montaigne is asking about my thread tension. In the first circle, through the inside holes, I could keep good thread tension, but I have a feeling that because I have so many big pieces here on the, I only bead through big pieces here on the edge, I could not keep my tension that nice. So when I'm returning there, I will make another circle to fix it. But I'm trying. I don't keep it deliberately loose. It's just not so not so tight yet, but it will become. And Irene, I'm really happy that you like this. And let's add the crystals. So we will be working now with around 15 Miyuki seed beads. We will need 4 pieces of 4mm Preciosa bicone beads and a single 2.8mm Preciosa Suvan rhinestone or Chaton Rose Montee. Since I have only those 3 colors, then I decided for the light topaz. I didn't want to have another blue pink combination. So let's see how will it work out. So exiting around 11 in between the inside holes of the teardrop cabochons, I pick up around 15 a 4mm Preciosa bicone. I pick up the tiny rhinestone, so cute, isn't it? I pick up another 4mm bicone, and I finish the new sequence by picking up another size 15 Miyuki seed bead. I bead in the opposite direction through the Miyuki size 11, exactly opposite of the one that I am exiting. And if you have at the moment, because it was a sturdy circle, especially because of hooking the thread on the claws, so don't worry if you can't do it in one move. Bead downwards through your component after crossing the size 11, and then bead upwards back to the front side. Just, I was not careful and I hooked my thread around something that I didn't need to. Natalie says that this is where curvy needles come in handy. Indeed. Indeed. But also, just don't rush. Take it easy. So, I bead up to the top of the motif, and then I bead back through everything that I picked up in this step. So the size 15, the 4mm Preciosa bicone, the 2.8mm cabochon, another Suvan rhinestone, another 4mm bicone, and size 15 Miyuki seed bead. And then I cross the size 11 seed bead one more time. Again, I will exit on the back because it's just easier for me at this moment. And also please note that the 4mm bicones and the Suvan rhinestone, they form a little roof over your cabochons, so they don't need to lay absolutely flat. Don't worry if they are they have this 3D effect. And then I bead also through the next teardrop, through the inside hole, and the next size 11 seed bead. So this is how my motif looks like after step 4. Please let me know how it's going if you have any questions. By the way, regarding the thread tension, when it lays flat actually, then it doesn't seem to be loose, but when I pick it up, then it seems to be loose. But the reason is that the rhinestone, the Chaton Montee, flops into the back, so there is a smaller distance to cover, but when I keep it how it is supposed to be later, then the tension is okay already. Marie is suggesting sitting on the motif, and I think now during the holiday season we get well equipped for sitting on our motifs to make them flat, but I think it's not necessary this time. And now we will complete this ornament in the middle consisting out of the crystals. So I'm exiting a round 11 that is not connected to the rhinestone yet. And I pick up a size 15 seed bead. I also pick up a 4mm bicone, and I bead through the open hole of the 2.8mm Preciosa Chaton rhinestone, or Chaton Rose Montee. So now you actually see the difference between Chaton Rose Montees and Chaton Montees. The Chaton Roses are flat back, so the Chaton Rose Montees are also flat, while the ordinary Chatons, they have a pointy back. So the Chaton Montees, Montee means that they are mounted into this claw setting, then they also are more substantial. And after this beauty education and after crossing the tiny Chaton Rose, I pick up my last piece of 4mm Preciosa bicone and my size 15, and I cross the last size 11 Miyuki seed bead that is not connected to the middle yet. Again, I had to come out on the back. And then I bead back through this size 15 4mm bicone, the rhinestone 4mm bicone, and the size 15. And I finish this step by beading through this size 15, size 11 that I was exiting in this step, and also through the next teardrop cabochon, the inside holes. Susie will later show you a trick, and the backside of her motif is a lot nicer than mine, so I'm sure you want to see it. So this is how it looks like at the moment, and thank you, Iti. How did it go so far? We basically have the main construction ready, and all we need to do is add some seed beads around the Chaton Montees, so you see how fast this comes together. So I can bead now in step 6 through the next size 11 seed bead and the inside hole of the next tier, the cabochon, and then I turn to the opposite direction by beading through the outside hole of the same teardrop cabochon. And this is where I mentioned you that I did an extra circle because I felt that my motif needs a little bit more sturdiness. So I will just bead all around through the same holes that I used before. So the outside holes of the teardrop cabochons. And a short crossing through the Montees. And Jennifer joined us also. I'm glad you made it, Jennifer. And I want to finish sturdying my motif after crossing the outside hole of a teardrop cabochon. And now I have better grip in general on my thread, so when I pull it, then I feel that the motif is really sturdy. Thank you, Anita. And let's see what's happening in step 7. So in step 7, I'm the other way, coming from a cabochon. No, it's the back. So we will be working on the back for a little bit. And first, we pick up 4 pieces of round 15 seed beads. And exiting the teardrop, I have these 4 round 15s on my needle, and I cross the outside short crossing of the Chaton Montee. Now I pick up 2 pieces of round 15s, 1 round 11 and 2 more round 15s, and I bead through the same hole of the Chaton Montee. And I finish this by picking up 4 pieces of round 15s and then beading through the inside hole of the Chaton Montee towards the cabochon that I was exiting at the beginning. Do you see, like, these seed beads, they frame the outside edge of the Chaton Montee nicely. Now, in step 8, I will pull everything together nicely. So I bead through the 6 round 15s on this side. I skip the round 11 to make this part pointy, and I bead through all 6 round 15s on the other side of the round 11. I pick up 3 round 15s. I bead through the round 11 that is closest in one line with the Chaton Montee. This can be a little bit tricky, but again, don't shy away from like being a bit smart with your needle, pushing it in an angle through the round 11. Just make sure that the thread goes where you want it to go. And then you pick up 3 more round 15s. and you bead here through these 6 round 15s, the round 11, and then through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 round 15s. I went through 5 already. This is the 6th, and then I cross the outside hole of the next teardrop, and I'm in position to decorate the next Chaton Montee. So these seed beads, they will be on the base level, and they will help you to attach your motif to a filigree, for example. So that's why it's super handy that they are not raised to the top of the chaton roses, but they are at the bottom. And let's repeat it all around. So exiting a teardrop, the outside hole of the teardrop, sorry, I pick up 4 pieces of round 15s, 1, 2, 3, 4. I cross the outside hole of the Chaton Montee. I pick up 2 size 15s, a size 11, and 2 more size 15s, and I bead through the same hole one more time. And I pick up 4 more, thank you ladies, 4 more round 15s. Ginny is asking if this is possible to make with Suvan rhinestones, and I think it would be nice to try it. However, since I haven't tried it, then I can't give you an exact answer. The height of the Chaton Montees, it helps me to get the construction sturdy, but while I'm talking about Chaton Rose Montees only in theory, then I can't say that if it works or not, because I haven't tried it yet. Oh, Susie and Britt Marie are talking about pizza in the club. I want pizza also. And one thing is greeting me, saying bless you in Hungarian. You speak Hungarian? Now, I will show again step 8. So I bead only through the size 15 seed beads without crossing the size 11 in the middle. This way making this decoration pointy. I pick up 3 size 15s. I bead through this size 11 in one line with the Chaton Montee. And then again, I pick up 3 more round 15s, and I retrace the thread path after the. And Ginny, if you decide to try it with the Suvans, please keep us updated. Please let us know if it works out. I hope it will. So after the size 11, I also bead through 6 pieces of size 15s. I cross the teardrop, and then I do the same decoration again. And now, again, back to repeating step 7. So I pick up 4 pieces of size 15s, 1, 2, 3, 4. I cross the outside hole. I pick up 2 size 15s, a size 11 and 2 more size 15s. I cross the same hole. I pick up 4 size 15s and I bead backwards through the inside hole. I retrace the thread path only through the size 15 seed beads. Skipping the size 11 in between. Always pull right and make sure that there is no thread visible between a bead and the rhinestone, for example. And now I pick up 3 round 15s. I bead through this round 11 in one line with the Chaton Montee. Indeed, I need to push my needle towards the front first. And then I go back to the back and exiting still that size 11. I pick up 3 size 15s and I get in position again. And a beading friend who is named I Live with Man, probably on YouTube, she I know your face. She says she will try it with 6 lb, so slightly thicker fire line, and I think that's a great idea. I think there are not so many thread passes during this motif, so it should work and it will hold the big rhinestones nice and tight together. And now it's time to decorate my 4th rhinestone. Yeah, I recognized you, Marta, when I saw your profile picture. I noticed once when Facebook was not working at all for streams and we were all coming together on YouTube, that on YouTube everyone has a different name and sometimes it's super funny. Anyway, picking up a group of 4 round 15s and then crossing the outside hole of the Chaton Montee. I pick up 2 size 15s, a size 11 and 2 more size 15s, crossing the same hole again. And then I pick up 4 round 15s. I bead backwards through the inside hole of the Chaton Montee. Then I bead through all the size 15s, but not the size 11. To make it pointy. And then I finish this by picking up 3 round 15s, beading through this size 11. This time I could push my needle through it nicely. And again, I pick up 3 size 15s. And this time I will stop after crossing the size 11 because I don't know yet how exactly do I want this attached to something or connected to something. So this size 11 will be a good place to do those attachments. And I have to say I'm super happy with how this came out. And I also have actually some filigrees prepared here, and I'm thinking about attaching this motif to this filigree, so I would have only just an edge of this lace all around the motif, and then it could be like a nice pair of earring. Or actually this just came to my mind now, that I could attach it maybe this way and then something big to the middle, a bigger rhinestone here covering the middle of the filigree. So it could become like an unusually shaped earring. And Ginny says, I love the way not beading through the beads at the top makes a point. Doing this in some tiny leaves with check flowers. Never knew this until beading school. And I'm glad that I could teach you something new, Ginny. And indeed, it is a super easy little trick how you can make everything. Your picots, your leaf shapes, your flower petals more pointy. So lovelies. I'm switching back to my face camera. We are done beading for today. And Susie says, I will have to go. Wishing you a lovely evening. Enjoy Auriga and those gorgeous Montees. We do enjoy it a lot, dear Susie. It came out beautifully, so much sparkle. I'm super happy with this Bermuda blue and Light Fire opal combination. And can't wait to finish it off into a jewel. Lovelies. Is there something that you would like to see from my beading room? Not the whole beading room, because it's slightly messy at the moment. Okay, it's not that bad at the moment, but I would risk showing something that should be a secret for now, so I will not do that. So I will open this package, but I'm not sure I can actually show what's inside, because with the advent calendar going on, there are still so many secret things happening, and I don't think I can't blow any surprises. So I will peek into it and see if I can show you something. Oh, I got my Pacifica fire polished beads. I told you that I had to order them, that I don't have the 4mm colors yet. So I can show you those, how they look like. So we had this originally only in the 3mm size, but I like them so much, and also I know that many of you like them so much that we managed to persuade the manufacturer to make it in the 4mm size. So now they are available in 3 and 4mm. So this is Pacifica Strawberry. And then this is Pacifica Ginger. This is a really good yellow tone. Then I have Pacifica Avocado. Even the name is great. And the fresh green, but not in your face green. Then Corinne says, I caught your comment, I love the macadamia. And indeed, and that is a deeper yellow, or like nearly bronzish brown. This looks super good. And then we have the Pacifica Fig. And is there anything else that I can show you? Uh-oh. Not yet, I'm afraid. Not yet. However, there was another package that I received recently, and I can show that, what was inside. Oh, this one, these are the new goodies. Kimberly says the rice beads are great that are on the advent sale today with these colors. So, okay, I had to have also this component. Nitty Anita Shakman showed us a few days back on the club that this is actually a lot better than what you can see for the first sight. So now you can see it in my hand for the size. And there are so many cubic zirconia inserts. So there are 3, 4, 5 circles of cubic zirconias, starting with 2 purple rows in the middle, and then 2 crystal rows, and then 1 more purple row in the edge. And this is a pretty substantial component, and all around there are fastenings similar to the filigree that we used in the Marella pendant. So if you learned to bead the Marella, then you can come up with something for this and attach half tilas or pairs of delicas or delicas to this. And this was added on the first day of Advent, and I think there are 2 or 3 left, or maybe 4. And Crystal has a good idea. You could maybe tell us some of the colors of the things in the box you cannot show us. That's so funny, Kristen. I love it. So I have here something orange. Then I have here something in a beautiful light blue. Oh my god. I have here something that 2 somethings. That one of them is a blue something and the other one is a red something. And I can't wait to show it to you, but I can't. I'm a good girl. So back to this that I can show. This is a beautiful one. Then I have here charms with snowflakes. And these are like full metal. These don't have cubic zirconia inserts. And I like it that this is like an oval, but then there is a snowflake, so it is an elongated shape, and I really like elongated shapes. So, oh my god, Montaigne says that I need to be a bad girl. Sometimes I'm a bad girl, and I will show you like this. This is the blue beautiful something. Are you satisfied, dear Montaigne? This is the clasp from the luxury box. And Kristen is asking, what is that called? You will find it between the charms, I think, which is not entirely the correct category, but yeah, it's there, and you will find it if you search for a ring. And then I have here connectors. I have here a pair of flowers. So in the middle there is a big cubic zirconia, and then all around there are smaller ones in the petals of the flower. I hope this will sharpen so you can see it better, because it looks super cool. So you can put it into a bracelet, for example, or even into an earring, but I totally imagine it in a bracelet now. Oh, Kristen is asking about the elongated thingy with the snowflake. It's a charm. It's called Petite Snowflake Charm, gold colored. And since I have the original bags now, then this was called the Donut Connector Charm, gold colored. And then I have here snowflakes in rose gold color. I wish there was snow in Amsterdam. We had a little bit of snowfall recently, but it didn't even last. So these are the best best snowflakes I get. And Corinne says Santa will bring you charcoal, Erika. Oh my god. I already got a chocolate letter from a friend for Sinterklaas, for Santa Claus. So I can't be that bad. In the Netherlands, actually, Sinterklaas, Santa Claus is pretty big. Traditionally, it used to be like actually more important than Christmas. And there are some very nice traditions connected to it that I like. And one of them is giving a chocolate letter, the first letter of the first name of your friend or loved one. So I got a beautiful A from a bakery from a friend. Oh my god. Montee says, good, we will get the grill going with all the charcoal. You say I deserve lots of charcoal. No. Then I have here also some oval, nice little thingies that can become focals. So these also have the same kind of fastening on the side that the morella and the donut charm, but these are oval shapes, so I think these also have great potential. Oh, I want to bead with this. I easily get distracted. And I can also show you the charms that are used in Veronka's crystal lantern. I got a sample piece of all 4 colors. And don't worry, ladies, this will be coming back. We ordered a big bunch. So hopefully they reach the treasury very, very soon. And we will actually have an end of the year sale, which will not be as substantial as the advent calendar. The advent calendar is the thing to get if you want like goodies for a better price. But if you missed something or something was out of stock, then we will have a smaller end of the year sale also. And these are the ones that go into Veronka's pendant. Veronka's earring, sorry. Eve likes the colors. And then I have here also one other connector. It's more like fitting for an earring, I would say. This is how it looks like. So you can like attach an earring hook here and then hang some more stuff at the bottom, or you can include this in bead embroidery. Then, okay, I'm looking around because I want to be a good girl. I want to be a good girl. No, I don't. But I'm looking for stuff that I could show you. And just a sneak peek, I have 2 more colors of the teardrops here. I have dark zircon in silver, and there will also be Pacific opal. This is with gold colored clothes. And I will look around. I want to find for you some goodies that I can show. And I found another little bag, and it has the ice-colored fire polished beads. I got different sizes and different colors. I wanted like a good sampling of these. So I have the True Tools in pink metallic ice. This look nice. And I have here marine metallic eyes and aqua metallic eyes and lilac and so on. At lovelies, I think this was it for today. And I would like to thank you for your attention and your company and your creativity. And I am looking forward to seeing your creations in the Beading School Club. And thank you so much for all your orders that during the Advent calendar. We really, really appreciate them. And tomorrow something heartwarming is coming. And see you next week on Tuesday with Coffee Time with Erika. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.